I'm at a point in my life like we all grew up in the streets.
I mean, he actually caught HIV, like having like a lot of women.
Oh yeah, let's just go down the rabbit hole of all of his sins. You wanna know what's wild about that though? He faced that head up.
He did.
And he didn't stop. And he didn't stop doing what he's done.
He an advocate. Now he did that. And
period. Listen to me. He faced that head up. How many dudes is running around undetectable? G.
Come on.
In the game.
Man.
Because I could tell you 20 right now that I could rattle off names.
Meek Mill finally broke the silence, and he's dropping receipts from Diddy's wildest parties. Turns out people weren't just leaving with hangovers. Some walked out with way heavier baggage, like whispers of STDs and scandal. Meek ain't biting his tongue anymore. He's calling names and painting a messy picture. For years, folks been whispering that Diddy might have been battling something serious, even rumors about HIV. But now that talk is getting louder, and the world's side-eyeing everyone who's ever been tied to him. And it don't stop there. The chatter about Diddy's bedroom lifestyle is turning into a full-blown expose. Word is, behind those locked doors, things went from freaky to reckless, secret flights, male escorts, freak-off sessions that had no limits. Industry insiders been knowing Diddy got down wild, but the whispers are no longer whispers. They're alarms blaring. Allegedly, his parties weren't just about fun, they were chaos. Male and female escorts, no protection, no rules, nothing but oil and risky business flying everywhere. And get this, when the feds raided his mansion, reports claim they found over 1,000 bottles of baby oil, but not a single sign of protection. Not one kit, not one hint of safety, just pure vibes and danger swirling in the air. Now people are questioning what else might have been left behind after those nights of madness.
And they seized cases and cases of the kinds of personal lubricant and baby oil that Combs' staff allegedly used to stock hotel rooms for the freak-offs. More than 1,000 bottles.
Now Meek Mill is saying some of the folks who left those parties aren't just carrying memories. They're carrying symptoms. And this ain't looking like clout chasing either, because women are stepping up claiming they caught herpes from rappers tied to Diddy's circle. And that's just scratching the surface. Jaguar Wright even jumped in swinging, dropping claims that Diddy's been battling something way darker than herpes. She's talking HIV. She says there's a whole alleged list of about 20 dudes in the industry who might have been infected through him. Jaguar teased she's keeping that list tucked for her own show. But she warned it's way bigger than people can even imagine.
I mean, he actually caught HIV, like having like a lot of women.
Oh yeah, let's just go down the rabbit hole of all of his sins. You wanna know what's wild about that though? He faced that head up.
He did.
And he didn't stop. And he didn't stop doing what he's done.
He an advocate. Now he did that. And
period. Listen to me. He faced that head up. How many dudes is running around undetectable? G.
Come on.
In the game.
Man.
Because I could tell you 20 right now that I could rattle off names.
That revelation alone had the streets buzzing, and now anybody who's ever been spotted running with Diddy is getting side-eyed heavy. And guess whose name Meek Mill dropped first? None other than Will Smith. Crazy part is, folks didn't even act surprised, because Will and Diddy been close for years. Word floating around says Will might have been caught up in the same wild scenes as Diddy. And if that's true, the infection talk hits different. People been watching Will with suspicion ever since his ex-assistant, Brother Bilal, went public dropping that messy bomb about him allegedly being on the DL. That rumor didn't fade. And now, it's resurfacing with even more heat tied to Diddy's name.
But Philly's a very dangerous place, always been a very dangerous place. So that day it was 6 people in the studio. It was Mimi and I who actually hosted the show. It was the gangster and his friend, and it was Will and Charlie who ended up coming to the studio, and a guy that I call Charlie the Rat Mac now, but I'll get into that later.
Will tried to clap back fast, calling the rumors lies, but the crowd wasn't buying it. People say he popped up at multiple Diddy freak-off sessions, and once those RICO charges hit, suddenly he started keeping his distance real quick. The only time he even addressed it publicly was during a comedy show in San Diego, brushing everything off like it was just a funny bit. But with Meek's receipts and new whispers piling up, folks ain't laughing anymore. They're connecting dots.
I don't have to do with Puffy. So y'all can stop all their babies. Stop all of that. I ain't been nowhere near no damn freak off.
And if even half of what Brother Bilal claimed is true, then folks are whispering maybe Diddy was clapping Will's cheeks too. Allegedly. But that's not the only name tied into this madness. Enter Y.K. Osiris, one of the dudes often labeled as Diddy's alleged boy toys. Osiris wasn't hiding either. He was out here flexing beachside vacations with Diddy, posting pics of him shirtless, swimming, all smiles. Then came the wildest one. Osiris laid up, getting a naked massage, eating fruit, and vibing out to a Diddy track like it was paradise. But the plot thickened when his baby mama jumped in swinging, tweeting, "Stop asking me what happened with my BD. I caught him with a man." Okay, that shook the internet, and people wasted no time connecting it all back to Diddy. Then Osiris hit the Breakfast Club, but instead of denying, he just laughed nervously and swerved every real question like bullets flying past.
I don't know about the what rumors, right? They say, nah, I ain't gonna say that. I heard about that though, but I ain't about to say that. But
What was
I ain't
it?
about to say on
You and Diddy? You and Diddy?
Yeah.
Yeah, you and Diddy.
You and Diddy what?
You and Diddy.
No.
They said he was.
Him and Diddy what?
I'm just saying the rumor.
I ain't never heard this,
Joaquin. They said he was.
How you knew that? How you know
Now I'm about to Google because I ain't never heard this one.
Now the streets are buzzing, saying that trip with Diddy might have left YK Osiris with way more than just memories. Some are whispering that it could explain why he's been spiraling lately, breaking down on IG Live, crying in front of thousands, and posting like he's unraveling in real time. The erratic moves and unpredictable behavior got folks connecting dots quick.
I just want to die. That's what I want to do. I want to die. That's what I want to do. I want to crash out right now and just like this like life. I swear to God.
Sure, some say it's just pressure breaking people down, but others believe it runs way deeper, like something hidden bubbling under the surface. And now Meek is calling out another big name, French Montana. Let's keep it real. French been rolling tight with Diddy for years. Remember that infamous birthday clip? Both of them slicked up in baby oil, Diddy looking like he was celebrating himself through French. People saw that and said, nah, that ain't just brotherhood vibes. That looked way too personal, way too intimate. And ever since, whispers about their bond been spinning nonstop.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear French. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
It's a special birthday for both of us.
Yeah.
Usher's name is getting tossed into the mix too. And honestly, it doesn't even shock people, because his history with Diddy runs deep. Usher once told Howard Stern about how, as a teen, he spent time living at Diddy's spot in New York. At first, he brushed it off, even laughed like it was no big deal. But then he slipped in something that raised eyebrows. He said the environment around Diddy was very curious. And the kicker? Usher admitted straight up that he would never let his own kids be in anything like that today. That comment alone made folks rethink everything.
I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
Would you ever send your kid to Puffy camp?
Hell no.
Usher even joked once, would you ever send your kid to Puffy camp? Hell no. That line hit different when you look back now. If Diddy was moving wild back then, and if the rumors about him carrying something in his bloodstream are true, then people say Usher might want to check in with a doctor himself, especially since he's already facing 2 lawsuits accusing him of passing herpes to women. But it doesn't stop there. Let's talk Craig Mack, one of Diddy's original bad boy artists, the man who gave the label its first big hit. After leaving the crew, Craig went low-key, got deep into spirituality, joined a cult, and vanished from the spotlight. Then came the sad news. Craig Mack passed away in 2018, and word on the street is his death was linked to AIDS. That sent shockwaves, fueling even more speculation around Diddy's circle.
Craig Mack was the one that jumped Bad Boy off. And you know, they so bad that Craig Mack, who died from AIDS, that man, he got brainwashed so bad from Diddy and got done so wrong, the man went to South Carolina and joined a cult. with his family until he died of AIDS a few years ago.
Now folks are piecing things together and saying the timing around Craig Mack's exit feels way too suspicious. People are questioning if he really just walked away from the music game, or if he saw something wild behind Diddy's freaky curtains and decided disappearing was the only way out. And then comes the resurfaced footage, Craig himself talking about a mob boss who threatened him. The whispers are loud now, with many wondering if that so-called boss he was hinting at might have actually been Diddy all along.
So next thing I know, money come, with this mafia mentality with him and his and all that stuff like that. Talking about, yo, you owe us an album. And I'm like, excuse my friends, but I don't owe you shit. You owe me money. You know what I'm saying? So,
but a lot of people still won't back off from linking Meek to Diddy because they rolled way too close. Word in the streets is Meek was actually Diddy's favorite boy toy. And who could forget that messy audio clip that surfaced last September? It allegedly caught Diddy and Meek mid-act, full freak mode, with no shame in the background sounds. That leak had the internet spiraling, and ever since then, the whispers about their connection just won't die down.
What? Yo, wait a minute. Wait.
Now, Meek's been working overtime to shut those rumors down. He jumped on Twitter swearing he's got nothing going on with Diddy, even went as far as offering up $100,000 for an investigative team to track down who's pushing the gossip and dragging his name through the mud. But the streets ain't buying it. To them, it screams straight up damage control. And insiders like Orlando Brown, who's been one of the loudest voices in this whole Diddy scandal, are firing shots directly at Meek, saying he's only making himself look more guilty by trying so hard to erase the chatter.
He'll pay somebody $100 grand to investigate that he has nothing to do with anything with Diddy.
Man, look, you can't take back what your received. That's just like the video that's coming out with him and...
Then pics and video clips started leaking. Diddy and Meek rocking matching fits, chilling at spa days, flexing on private jets, and taking odd little trips that had the internet lit on fire. People started saying straight up that their bond looked way deeper than just business. Now, if it was only friendship, fine. But if Diddy was really carrying something extra in his bloodstream and Meek was sharing skin, that flips the whole story into a nightmare, allegedly. And the online crowd has been screaming about it non-stop, dissecting every photo and clip like detectives. So what do you think? If even half of this is true, who else in the industry might be hiding behind the same curtain? And when it comes to Meek, is he innocent or tied too deep in Diddy's world to walk away clean? Drop your thoughts below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you on the next one.